Full-time score, Wolves 0, Rayo Vallecano 1 in the final pre-season game ahead of the 24-25 season. Frustrating afternoon, to be honest, for Wolves after such a, let's say, productive pre-season. Before today, only the one defeat, which was to Crystal Palace. The rest of the games, from what we've seen and what we've heard so far, it's been a really productive pre-season. But today was a frustrating game, to be honest. Obviously, against someone a little bit different in a top division Spanish side who, to be honest though, didn't end the season brilliantly. And as far as I'm aware, had a really poor pre-season so far. I'll flag the team up on the screen right now. It's pretty much as I would have expected. I posted about this on my Twitter account yesterday. The team's as I would have expected, really. But obviously, Pablo Sarabia in for Pedro Neto, who's set to join Chelsea. Other absentees, obviously, no Hugo Bueno. He looks like he's set to join Feyenoord. And interestingly, no Dan Bentley as well, who apparently is just injured. But there have been some rumours again about that Arsenal move. But the game was quite physical, to be honest. For a pre-season game, obviously teams tend to, be a little bit standoffish. But I suppose it's a good test when the Premier League season is just a week away. But very physical. Players getting really stuck in. And in terms of the actual pattern of the game and the amount of the ball that Wolves had, it was quite good. But frustratingly today, we just created very little. In terms of the free-flowing attacking football that Wolves, or we've seen from clips, or we've seen from the games in the US so far, it's quite surprising. We'd scored a good amount of goals whilst we're out in the States as well. And I don't know if it's some sort of jet lag or whatever, but at times just that final product wasn't quite there today. Vallecano took the lead, and it was a long-range effort. No real power and conviction on it, but the precision, I think, is what beat Jose Sarr, to be honest. Sort of out of nowhere, really. But other than that, the defence coped fairly well with what was thrown at them. And unfortunately, it was just the other end of the pitch where we just didn't threaten them enough. We saw changes. We saw players come on, fringe players getting the opportunities. Players such as Pedro Lima playing at Molineux for the first time. But we saw reintroductions for Chiquinho and obviously Gonzalo Guedes as well. And for me, Guedes has probably got one of the better chances of the game. Fantastic ball through from Jean-Ric Bellegarde, straight through the defence. Guedes is in. Vallecano keeper does well because he comes off his own really, really quickly. But edge of the area, Guedes for me has either got to get his first touch perfect or he's got to shoot first time. And he's gone to try and round the goalkeeper, but the touch is so heavy, it's really poor, and it gives the Vallecano defence the chance to pick it up. And there was a little bit of pressure from Wolves towards the end, but certainly I feel like we missed the directness of the likes of Matheus Cunha, who's obviously still got a knock and was missing today. And obviously Pedro Neto, who does offer that at times as well. But I'm sure Gary O'Neill won't be happy with it. I'll wait to see what comments he comes out with. But major improvement is obviously needed for next week against Arsenal as well. But I'm hoping it's a busy week, both on the training pitch for Gary O'Neill, who obviously signed a new contract at the club, and for Matt Hobson, the transfer recruitment team, because with Neto going, Hugo Bueno going, who I understand they're not likely to directly replace, but there's space there and there's obviously money to be spent. So I'm hoping that we see maybe one or two fresh faces ahead of the game against Arsenal. Not necessarily to start the game, but certainly if we can get a few players in over the next few days to bolster the squad, that would be brilliant. But it's finished Wolves 0, Rayo Vallecano 1. If you managed to catch the game or if you were at Molineux today, do let me know. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you next time.